Hey Gems, it's Heather here with Earth Empress. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your June 2019 overall general read. Please keep in mind with it being general, guys, it's not going to resonate for absolutely every Gemini out there. As we've said, that's damn near impossible. So if it doesn't seem to, fit, please don't try to force things. Don't try to make it. There are a ton of amazing readers out there. Feel free to click on one of the links or videos down below. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and Gemini. So let's see what we can go ahead and get you guys for June 2019. What can we get for Gemini? June 2019. Okay. We have the Six of Cups, Knight of Wands, Hierophant, and the Page of Swords. Okay, Gems. So I feel like a lot of you are either reconnecting with your inner child, your childhood, the joy, the happiness, the healing inside of yourself. Maybe you're healing childhood wounds. Or you're reconnecting with, people, things, energies from your childhood. Six of Cups. It's a card of healing. It's a card of reconnection. It's a card of reunion. It's a very deep, soulful connection. It can indicate past life connections as well. With this Knight of Wands charging towards this Hierophant, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're at a point where you are becoming more spiritually in tune, spiritually intuitive, clear. You're getting messages. You're finally heading towards your own personal truth. What legacy you're going to leave behind, what traditions you're going to build, what, teachings really inspire your soul. And with this Page of Swords especially, I feel like this is a period for you guys. I feel like Gems are on a transformative period right now. It's like you guys are getting more soulfully, spiritually in tune. And because of that, it's causing you to kind of charge forward towards your personal truth, but definitely holding your own and speaking your truth, standing in your power. Swords are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You have the Hierophant, which is Taurus, the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. And then you have the Cups here, which is, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But it does, to me, feel more like a reconnection. Maybe reconnecting with the spark inside of you, the childhood dreams inside of you, maybe the healing that needed to take place. And, it's general, so it could be so many things for you guys. And if this is a connection, reconnecting with people, it could definitely be that they're coming in hot, they're coming in fast. It's something that's very spiritually guided, something that's very, long-term also. The Hierophant can represent long-term. So if you're reconnecting with a person from your past, this could very well be a period of them coming in, wanting this reconnection, wanting a reunion. And you kind of standing your ground and deciding for yourself what you want to build, where you want to commit your energy, who you want to commit it to, what things, what energies, what you want to build, where you want to be. You're in this period of clarity. You're finding clarity within yourself, and it's because you're getting in tune with your soul. And the Page of Swords can also be someone that is keeping a close, watchful eye. So you could definitely be reconnecting with someone that has had you in their sights for a while, been, I don't want to just say creeping, but I mean, let's be honest, it has that vibe sometimes. So, someone that's kept a close eye, it feels like they've kept you near and dear to your heart, as far as, their feelings go. And it feels like they want to come in with communication. If this isn't you standing in your personal truth, this is someone that's wanting to come forward with an apology or, express what they, what they were thinking, what happened, what they've been through. It could be so many things, guys. But it feels like some kind of clarity is coming in, whether it's in yourself or from another person. We have, King of Swords. And then we have Five of Pentacles. So maybe a situation where you guys are coming out of a state of feeling left out in the cold. Maybe for some of you, for a while now, maybe you felt like you just weren't connecting with people. You weren't connecting on a deep, spiritual, soulful level. And again, if this is a commitment, someone from the past, then it's definitely, It's definitely someone that you want to stand firmly in your ground and speak your truth. You could be connecting with a fellow Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, air sign energy. We have the Emperor here as well, though. Emperor on Judgment. So for some of you, the path that you've been enlightened on, the truth that's come in, the clarity, the journey that you've been going down, it has brought enlightenment because Judgment is here with the Emperor. And I feel like it has to do with the masculinity within you. You guys have to understand that everyone has masculine and feminine energies within them. Some of us are just more dominant in a certain one. Maybe for you guys, this is a period of balancing out childhood issues when it came to your masculinity. Could very well be, issues with abuse of control or abuse of ego, things like that. But we have the Emperor on the Judgment. If this is a particular person that's coming in, it's a divine masculine person, a divine masculine principle, someone that has finally come to a period of enlightenment. Judgment's falling under the Page of Swords here. So with that, I feel like some kind of communication brings clarity. It brings some kind of eye-opening. Maybe they have received some kind of clarity because it's Judgment time. Judgment comes in and it's like, okay, have you done your work? Have you done what the universe has asked you to do? Have you put in the time and the effort to get in tune with your soul? And if you have, Judgment comes in and usually it's a beautiful blessing. And sometimes Judgment comes in to shake us up and kick us in the ass. Take it as resonates. But this Emperor is falling under the Hierophant. So it could very well be for some of you, if this isn't in particular another person, this could be you finally committing to taking charge, starting a business, because the Emperor for me is a very CEO, business running, entrepreneurial kind of energy where they just take charge. It's just natural. A divine masculine in their alignment, in their divine power, they naturally take charge. You look to them for leadership. You look to them for guidance. You look for them to, illuminate the path and lead the way, lead the pack. And, they're very protective and they're very generous and they're very concerned with others. That's what it feels like you guys, for this particular person, you're stepping into this power, this role. And it's because it's time with Judgment. Maybe some of you are taking on a role of a business owner or turning something you love, something you're passionate about with that Knight of Wands into an actual form of income. And if so, that's phenomenal because Spirit's like right behind you saying, okay, let's go for it, Page of Swords to the King of Swords, you're in your divine power right now. You are standing your ground. Maybe it's time for some of you to take a little bit more hands-on approach to your life. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay. Those just wanted to pop out. Knight of Swords. So let's see. We have Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So some of you could totally be connecting with an earth sign as well with that Queen of Pentacles energy. Keep in mind they're gender fluid. What it mostly represents is someone that's a very nurturing, very caretaking, grounded, solid, stable rock. That kind of energy coming in. This could definitely be you guys getting more grounded. You reach this point where you take control and then you sit back and you're staying grounded, you're staying more connected in your divineness. We have Knight of Wands on the Five of Pentacles on top of the Two of Cups. So I feel like there is a connection here. I'm not sure if it's with the Taurus energy, if it's with the Aries energy. The Judgment, you have the Swords, you have Pentacles, Magician, again, more Aries energy. Magician to me kind of feels like Virgo, Gemini too, and I know that's strange, but it's very mercurial, which is the trickster a little bit. So for me, it could also represent those as well. The Emperor for Aries, it also to me kind of shows Capricorn through. It just is. It's that divine, that masculine, that take charge, that hardworking, focus on business, focus on their potential and what they're building. So it's a very earthy but a fiery earth, and I feel like for me Cap represents that. They have Knight of Swords here. Page of Swords, Judgment, Knight of Swords. So yeah, some kind of clarity, some kind of truth. Whether, again, it's you reaching this clarity or someone coming in, bringing it, or you guys delivering it. It's coming in. It's bringing some kind of enlightenment. And then someone's deciding to charge forward. Whatever you're manifesting. You guys right now are in a period, I feel like, of building and manifesting. You could be manifesting this connection in your life. Maybe you reconnect and you realize that this has potential and this is something to build on and this is something to take charge of, and you're not going to sit back. You're going to take charge. You're going to stay grounded, but you're going to take charge, take the reins in your hands. With that, with the Two of Cups falling under that Nine of Wands and the Five of Pentacles, it feels like someone was left out in the cold, whether it was you or the other person. But it feels like, for both of you, it's like you've come out of that. Because this Nine of Wands, it's passion. It's passion. It's like, you know what? I'm not going to feel this anymore. Two of Cups, reciprocal love. It's a very soulmate connection. It's very soul deep. Someone that wants to give from their free flow, and you give from yours. It's very abundant. It's very reciprocal. They respect, they admire, they really encourage each other. And again, with the Six of Cups, it's mirroring, it's healing, it's, fulfillment. And it's a childhood youth, a childhood love that is very it's inspiring. Let's get a couple more cards for Gem. What else can we get for Gem? Okay, guys, because I was just about to say it, but so some of you could definitely, one of two things. This could totally represent your energy, because we have the Lovers here. It is the card of Gemini. Let's be real. It is. This is you showing up in your reading, and if so, this is you that's deciding to make a move and charge forward towards something, because it's falling after that Nine of Swords. But it could very well be, again, connected to the soul tie connection. And, I'm looking at the Six, and I'm thinking of the Six of Cups. And then I'm going to the Two of Cups, which is fulfillment. And you have the Lovers here, which is the yin and yang, the divine masculine, which is on this table with the divine feminine. So some of you could very well be reconnecting in some kind of twin flame soulmate connection. It feels passionate. It feels inspiring. It feels very inspiring because someone's finally reached a point of awakening. And then, just because I have so many indicators on this table, guys, and then you have the Ten of Pentacles here, right by the Lovers. So this connection leading to prosperity, abundance, happiness, the happy, stable, grounded home. This is a phenomenal reading. Like, the only thing is the fact that someone was left out. So whether you made a decision and had to leave someone behind, or someone made a decision and had to leave you behind, I feel like it was for the better in this situation. I'll be honest, some of you could be leaving behind an air sign for a divine masculine type of energy, someone that is more take charge, more abundant, that genuinely has a connection with you. You could very well be doing that as well. With these Lovers, it is something that's very powerful, very deep. It's also making a choice. Maybe some of you have choices that need to be made when it comes to what your happiness is, what you're wanting to build, who you're wanting to build it with. Throw down just a couple more. But, this is a phenomenal reading. This is beautiful. Yeah, so I feel like some of you are totally connecting with definitely an earthy energy. You have King of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like this person's been waiting you've either been waiting for an offer to come in, or this person has been waiting to make an offer. Seven of Pentacles, waiting. Looking back. Gordo, stop. Nope. Sorry, guys. My cat's over here. Sorry about that. He's mighty big. He's too big to be climbing on the table. Yeah, King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. So it's a period of taking stock of everything that you've built, things that you've been through, what you want in your future, what you have already, been through, what you've developed, what you've really put your soul, your effort, your energy into. So I feel like someone is connecting with an earthy energy, very grounded, stable, maybe a little bit older, could very well be, soul here that has reached a point of enlightenment. They've reached a point within themselves, because you have the Queen and the King here too. So it's like you guys have reached this point. You don't have to be an earth sign to embody the energy. Let's be real. You could very well have earth sign placements that keep you more grounded, but it feels like you've reached a point of nurturing, and I feel like it's to yourself. You've reached a point of self-love, of nurturing other people, of your soul, that you're grounded, you're stable, you're healed, you've healed things, you've worked on things within yourself. And it's like this person sees that. They notice and they recognize it. And they definitely want to come in with something, some kind of offer. It's just a waiting game at this point, unfortunately. Because that Seven of Pentacles, yeah, so it's a waiting game. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight to come through. But Knight of Pentacles, as they say all the time, the knight is the only one in the pentacle form to cross the finish line. Because once this person finally makes a decision to move forward and make an offer, commitment, move forward, get things going, they are not going to be deterred. Us earth signs, we're fairly stubborn. It's just how it goes. And I feel like this is just, it's been about patience and diligence and healing for both of you. Healing. And the time has come. Like, the time, I keep getting the time has come. It's coming. Patience. Keep working on yourselves, but focus on your happiness. Don't focus on things you may feel you lack in your life, because Five of Pentacles can also be about lack. Focus on what you have in your life, what you're building, what you're doing day by day, step by step, in order to work on your future, your happiness. It doesn't have to just be money, guys. Abundance is so many things. It's surrounding yourself with people that love you. It's, giving the love to yourself. It's working on yourself. It's doing the inner work, as well as the building financially. It just comes with it. And a lot of the times when you align and you work within, all of the things around that are external start to kind of line up for you. And it's funny how it works, but it works like that, the universe, guys. So I'm going to grab an animal spirit card. The crow, yeah. And the moth, reversed. That's beautiful. So, this card upright is about an energy of seeking and attracting things that look shiny, look brand new. Always looking for the next best thing. Reversed means you, or this person you're connecting with, has reached a point in themselves and in their journey where what is nice and shiny and pretty and new and whatever is not attracting anymore. They're looking for substance. The moth is, the grass is green on the other side, while when it's reversed, it's finally realizing that the grass is green where you water it. And you want to make sure that you love where you're pouring your soul, your nourishment into. You don't want to just chase anything anymore. It's a period of focus. It's a period of realizing what is really worth it to you. We have the crow here, which is a very highly in tune spiritual energy. Someone that's on a path, someone that's receiving messages, that has an intuition within themselves, that just knows, has this inner knowing. And it's someone that's able to work with this energies and spirit in order to, I don't want to say manipulate because that sounds awful, but with the magician energy here, it's like you have the ability to really speak things into existence without even realizing it. So again, make sure you don't focus on the lack. Make sure you're focusing on the happiness, the joy, the abundance, the gratitude you have for your life. So let's see. Grab a couple of these universal cards. What else can we get? 4 gems. Oh. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. I just told you guys. I love that. This is what it's about. Your abundance, your gratitude, your happiness, putting the faith in the universe and trusting that it's working for your benefit, for your highest good, because it is. When I connect into my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Yes, again. People always say bye bye. And I'm not one to just portray that, because I'm very real, guys. Like, we go through the ringer, we go through shit. It's how this is part of the journey. But if you're able to step through that and bring yourself up, you're going to pull in so much more that benefits your soul versus staying in the state of lack. You just do. My capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords. When I'm ready to, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive. That's the Six of Cups. That's the Temperance energy. When it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. I'm gonna let that be there, guys. I feel like this has been a pretty straightforward reading. It's definitely for, you know, a couple different situations, but overall it's a beautiful read. I mean, it's abundant, it's prosperous, it's happiness, it's joy. Things are coming in. So that's fantastic. All right, gems. That's going to be it for your June 2019. I will see you guys in a couple weeks. Love and light.